Good morning. Thank you for your patience. My eye was swollen last week, and then the week before kind of just escaped me, honestly. Pregnancy brain is real. But I've learned a trick to curb that, which is walking in the morning. Okay? I walked for a few miles. I walked until I couldn't feel my legs yesterday. Okay? So, I want to talk about the art of not giving up. Because even though I haven't posted for like 2 weeks, I know I was going to post eventually. I was really just waiting for my eye to heal. This past week. Yes. But I have been dealing with this a lot because it's very hard on my body. Being pregnant is very hard on a woman's body. If y'all didn't know that, apparently a lot of people actually don't know that, but so I'm trying to build my endurance. So I walk until I can't feel my legs because it's really good for me to walk. And it would be so easy for me to just be lazy and not do anything because I am pregnant, right? And I can use that as an excuse not to do anything. Not to clean, not to cook. I mean, I do listen to my body because I do have dizzy spells and I do get out of breath a lot. So I will be busy and then have to sit down because I'm out of breath or I'm dizzy as shit. I gotta take a moment. So I've been dealing with this for a minute now. Telling myself to keep going, not give up. Because I want to build my endurance. I know I'm only gonna get bigger. I'm halfway through now and I'm only going to get bigger. Okay. And I have been eating very healthy. It's hard for me to get a lot of protein in right now. And it's not what I've been craving. I've been craving more cabbage than anything. So, the art of not giving up. I keep telling myself the reasons why it's a good thing for me not to give up. For me not to be lazy. For me not to just lay in bed. Granted, some days I do. It's not like day after day. It's more like when I need a day of rest and my body is just exhausted, I take that day of rest. But outside of that, I keep going. Pushing yourself and telling yourself to keep going is very helpful. But you do have to take a day of rest. And that will fuel you and your body to keep going. And as long as you keep going, and as long as you never give up, eventually you're gonna get there. Eventually you're gonna get there. I know once I build my endurance up, it'll be easier for my body. Even with me gaining weight, I just have to keep it up, right? Because the more the baby actually gains weight, the harder it is on my bones and my legs and my ligaments, my body. So it would be so easy for me. And I know this is just an example of what I'm dealing with right now, but I have also used this in dire situations where I would die if I would give up and not go, right? And usually in those situations, you just keep telling yourself to keep going. I remember almost freezing to death and having to walk. And I just kept telling myself, just keep going. We're almost there. Even though, like, I knew I wasn't almost there. I wasn't almost there. I just started walking and I wasn't almost there. But sometimes it's best not to look at the big picture. Sometimes you just need to look at the step in front of you. Sometimes you just need to know what you're doing in the next hour. I wrote a list of all the things that I need to get done, right? That I want to get done today. And when you do a to-do list, a lot of people won't even get it done because they look at the huge to-do list, right? But if you just tackle one at a time, you eventually knock off your to-do list, correct? So tackle one thing at a time in your life. Whatever your best way to approach it is, even if it's taking a step back and figuring out a best way to approach it, because there are multiple solutions for one problem. But don't give up, because life is actually worth living. Take your day of rest if you need to, and keep going. Tell yourself whatever you need to tell yourself in order to keep going. Like whenever I was walking and freezing to death, I lied to myself. I was not almost there. I just started. I was not almost there. But I just kept telling myself, keep going. Even if you have to have that on a loop, or whatever thought that you need to have on a loop, loop that shit and keep pushing. You see this a lot too with like the revenge bodies, right? Where women get hotter after they break up with somebody because they have used that. They have used their man, well, their ex-man, I guess. They have used that as motivation. And women do keep cycles and loops going. But instead of dwelling on that and having it depress a woman, she uses that to her advantage. She uses that for fuel. She'll keep repeating that shit in her mind, and that will be her motivation. So whatever you need to tell yourself to keep going. Life does get better. It is not the end until it's the end. So everything in between you can change. And I get it. Sometimes it's like you're battling fucking fate. Sometimes it feels like you're going against God, right? But everything does happen for a reason. And once you truly see how things have worked out for you, and you learn to trust yourself and to trust God, things really do fall in place. And a lot of it is your perspective on the things going on. So if you can pull back and not be so invested in it, that helps too. That helps you think better. That helps you not be so emotionally involved. Even if it's your life. Don't be so emotionally involved. Because sometimes emotions don't really make things better. If it's not really positive emotions, and if you're not using negative emotions to your advantage. Like the sadness that I was talking about before, and all of that comes with like getting a revenge body, you know? If you're not using that for fuel, if you're not releasing that in a healthy way, there's no need to dwell on it. People usually ask themselves like, oh, I don't know why I'm so sad and depressed, and then they get into this cycle of reaffirming that they're sad and depressed instead of shifting their attention to what a beautiful day today, what would make me happy today. I believe every single person here is here for a reason. I believe everybody has a gift that we could all benefit from. So share your gifts with at least the people around you. Make videos. Yes. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Have a great day. And don't give up.